Trigonometric equations part 3. Oh, that fellow likes his specific solution. He's hanging on to it like sine, cos and tan do to their angle. So here we have an equation to solve, and if you've seen part 2, we got to the stage where we're doing a general solution and we didn't have this domain. Now the domain is back, but from now on you need to be in a habit of always finding the general solution first, even if it may seem to be a taste of wine. Gee, this guy's a wino. Waste of time. Right, so let's set it up. Quadrants, sine, cos is positive, first, fourth, general solution, key angle, and now you'll notice that k equals 0 is going to work because 76,9 plus 0 gives you 76,9, and 283,1 plus 0 gives you 283,1. Now nothing else is going to work. If I go back 360 from there, it'll be negative. Back 360 from there, it'll be negative. On 360 from there, I'll be on 360, same as that. So those are our two answers. That's how you set it out. Let's do another one. 3 sine theta plus 2 equals 0. Oh, from negative 90 to 270. We need to solve for the sine first. Nothing to worry about with sine. Remember, sine, cos, tan are selfish and they clutch onto the angle, but this sine is just clutching onto theta, so we'll eliminate sine before we go theta. But we need to get rid of the 2 and 3 first. Which goes first? If you said 3, you need to be hung, drawn, and 3/4. If you had an equation 3x plus 2, I would hope you move the 2 first. So same here. 2 is going to subtract on the other side. Then divide by 3 as a decimal. Let's put that on the sideline there. We still have it. That's what we calculated. Now we're going to set it up for sine theta equals that. First of all, set it up quadrants. Third quadrant, fourth quadrant. There we are. General solution with the k element of z. Now here I go nagging again. You have a negative 0,667. We're going to look for the key angle there. We do not enter the negative. If you enter the negative, the calculator will give you one answer, and it'll be very clever because it'll give you an answer in the third or fourth quadrant. It'll probably give you the negative acute angle for the fourth. And when you slot it in there and there, you will be outside the third and fourth quadrants. We've used the negative to give us the quadrants. Now we're going to enter shift sign of 0.667, not the negative. Here's the nag. There we are. Do not enter the negative. And there are our two values, the key angle. That gives us that. Now we've got to get between negative 90 and 270. Let's start with minus 1. 228, well, 220 minus 1 gives you about minus 140 outside the area. 320 minus, oh, that'll give you around about minus 40. So I know I can do that exactly. So therefore minus 1 will work for this one. Okay, now, 0, yes, it'll work for this one. 0 for this one, no, because it's outside the area. It's only as far as 270. Therefore, I'm going to do 0 for that one. And that's my answer. Finished. Overs, good overs. Now, let's have a look at another one. Root 3 tan x plus 1 equals 0. Negative 180, 180. Let's solve for tan first. What goes first? Hung, drawn, and 3/4. If you said root 3, the 1 goes first, so we get minus 1. Divide. There we are. Let's put that on the side. Now we've seen that before, perhaps in a slightly different form, because that's the same as root 3 over 3. So in fact, the 30 degrees relates to root 3 over 3, but it hasn't said no calculator, so you can use it. Right, set it up. Where's tan negative? Second, fourth quadrants. General solution, plus K360. K element of Z. Right, now, tan negative. Here I go, nagging again. Do not enter the negative. We've allowed for the negative with the quadrants. So we do just tan minus 1 of 1 over root 3. Ah, there we go again. So it's 30 degrees. There we are, 30 degrees. Simplifies to that. Now we want from negative 180 to 180. That's inside there, so this could be naught. That's not inside there, it's too far, so we're going to have to subtract 360. So, k equals minus 1. There we are, minus 30. Now, k equals naught, 150. And there we are, there are two answers in the specific solution. Let's practice a few. Let's have a look at this. 75 plus K360, 105 plus K360, 0 to 360. Pretty straightforward, hey? Hopefully. K equals 0, gives you 75, 105, and that's your answer. 143 plus K360, and 216 plus K360. Well, negative 360 to 0, so neither of these is acceptable. If we subtract 360 off that, subtract 360 off that, in other words, K is minus 1. There we are. Here's our answer. Negative 90 to 270. Now watch out because it's K180. Remember, we did get some K180s. Sometimes you can get K90 or K60. Right, so we're going to start and say, well, where can we go? What's the very first one? Negative 90. So that's no good. So that's, if we subtract 180 off there, that's no good. But if we subtract 180 off there, it'll work. So, there we are. Negative 1. Now, if I have naught, I'll have 27,9, 117, which are both inside 270. So there we are. Those are acceptable. And then because it's up to 270, if I add a 180 onto there, I'm going to get 207,9, which will work. This won't. So we're going to end up with k equal to 1 as well. So there. So if we end up with that as our general solution, there is our specific solution for that answer.